Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Duvalays in West Yorkshire and I'm here to answer the question, what is a Duvalay? Now many of you will have heard of Duvalays, you may have seen them at the NEC at the shows, you may have heard about them on Facebook groups, and you could well have heard Jules and I talk about Duvalays. So what exactly is and who are Duvalays? So the Duvalays company, based here in West Yorkshire, was set up by Liz and Alan Colleran, and it was all about producing sleeping products and mattresses for the leisure industry. If you own a Swift Caravan or motorhome, you may well already have a Duvalays memory foam mattress in your leisure vehicle. So when they set the company up, Liz actually appeared on Dragon's Den. So if you look back, you can actually see the history behind that. Now, Duvalays, while that is the name of the company, they also have a specific product called a Duvalay. And that's what I'm going to explain to you today, as well as showing you the Duvalays products that they also have. The Duvalay itself is a sleeping system. It is basically a very nice sleeping bag, but instead of it zipping all the way around you, it actually has a memory foam under and a duvet over. Now, Jules and I, when we were at the NEC in February, we actually ordered 2 Duvalays and we've come today to collect those. So that's what we're doing here, and we're going to show you them in our Sportivo motorhome when we get them fitted later on this video. So when you get yours, you'll obviously not have to come here to the showroom, you'll have yours delivered, and ours is in the Duvalay bag. Now I'm going to talk through the different Duvalay systems. Let's head off down here. Now there is a little bit of light flickering because of the speed of the light, so I do apologise for that, but let's venture down here. Now the Duvalay system itself, here we go. So this is basically how they are going to look. As I say, they are a sleeping bag. When you order yours, in length, these are 6 feet and 3 inches long, and there's 3 different widths that you can order, so it depends how wide your bed is. These are ideally designed for single beds, as you can see, but if you've got an island bed, you can bring them together and have it as a large double, and you don't have to worry which side they're on. It's not left and right-handed, they're actually reversible, so if you want them on this side, you can, or that side. So as we can see, if I just open this one out, when you receive the Duvalay itself, the underneath is a memory foam base. So you can have your memory foam base here, and then it's surrounded by an all-in-one casing. The casing will cover the bottom, and that'll be your fitted sheet as well. You can also add another sheet if you want to, but it's all in one. And then you have a duvet. Now you've got a choice of a summer or a winter tog duvet, so it just depends which you think will work best for you. And you can see how that duvet is going to work. So you're going to fold that back to get into your bed. That's just a pillow, so I'll move that back. So you'll lay here, fold your duvet over you, and there you go. You can have it doubled over like this, as you can see, or you can fold it all the way down and it'll go down the side, so it'll keep you lovely and warm all year round. If you're using it as a double, you put your partner's Duvalay right up next to you, and then between you, you just throw over your duvets together. So that is basically what the Duvalay system is. When it comes to washing, you unzip it. So you take out the memory foam part here, you take out your duvet, and you literally just wash your case. Now, as I say, Jules and I have had Duvalays before, quite a few years ago now, and that is literally as hard as it is. You unzip it, wash your cover, and then put it back on. If you need to change the cover, if it gets torn or you damage it or you just wear it out from use, you can order a new cover, and you don't then have to purchase the whole system. You can just replace the cover. I've mentioned you can get a different width. The length is standard. You can get a different tog on the duvet. Now there's different sizes of the Duvalays in terms of the overall thickness. So with the memory foam, you can have a compact one, and that's going to give you 2.5 centimetres of memory foam. And when rolled up, the compact will be about, I believe it's 30 inches or 30 centimetres in width, and it's going to weigh, I think, around about 5 kilos. If you have the standard one, then that's going to give you 4 or 5 centimetres of memory foam, so more memory foam, and that's going to be slightly wider and about 1 kilo heavier. So if you've got a camper van and size and weight is important, you might be best with a compact. Obviously, if it's not essential, you can go with the normal size with the thicker memory foam. There's also a Freshtec one, which is more expensive, and that does pull the heat away from you and give you a cooler feel. So that's that one. I'll just bob that on there. Now, in terms of colours, if you want a different coloured Duvalay, you can. So Jules and I think we've got the cappuccino ones because we thought that'd work quite nicely with the Sportivo colourings. But they've got a number of different colours, and they've also got some more colours coming later this year. But it just gives you an idea of different colours that you can have in your motorhome and campervan and caravan. And you may have seen, I'll just flick through to it, look at this, you can even get ones for kids. So on the children's ones, it's called a Dinky Duvalay. So if you want a children's one, you can have a children's pattern as well. That's all on the website. So yeah, there we go. So that is basically what a Duvalay is. So when you hear people on the Facebook groups and all these places, when you put, you know, which is best bedding for my motorhome, this is what they're referring to, these sleeping bag systems. So there they are. I'm going to put a link obviously in the description below so you can have a look at these and get a better idea about them. As well as these, Duvalay have a number of other products. I'll show you these. They're memory foam pillows. Now these are really interesting because, as you know, being from Yorkshire, we're a bit tight. You may have picked up on that. The price of these pillows is somewhere between £55 to £65 for a memory foam pillow. And I can imagine many of you are gasping as I speak. However, Jules and I have actually we're on our second pair now of these. We've got them in our motorhome and we have them at home. Our oldest pair, I think we've had them 4 or 5 years easily now. And we use them every night at home, so they get plenty of use. And what I like is they don't sag. Even after all that use, they don't sag, and you can remove the cover and wash the cover to keep them clean. Obviously, you put a pillowcase over them. So when you add up at home how often you might change your pillows, it actually works out not bad value in the long term. But these are incredibly comfy. So yeah, if you want the most premium pillow you'll probably ever buy, you want a Duvalay pillow, and I can tell you that from my own experience of having them, and even Jules will agree these are excellent. Different shape ones. I haven't tried this shape. I can't tell you much about the contoured one. I haven't tried that one. As you can see, it's got the contour, but these ones absolutely fantastic. Yes, you're going to have to spend some money, unfortunately, but so, as we know, leisure industry is quite expensive. Now, next thing, another thing Duvalay does is these. I'll just take this off. They're going to shout at me because I'm going to come and wreck the showroom, but let me just put this here and show you this as we move up. Duvalay also do mattress toppers. The quality of their memory foam is very high. That's why their products are not the cheapest, because it is extremely good quality memory foam. So this memory foam, it does roll up completely, and you can then fold that up. I was just seeing if they had one that's already rolled, but there isn't. So you can roll these up. Now, if you're wanting to use these in, say, a campervan, where you might be having to put them out for your rock and roll bed, they do roll up into a nice tight ball. You could also use the actual Duvalay system because, again, you're getting that memory foam underneath, don't forget. But you can use these equally if you have a caravan or a motorhome and you want these on top of your motorhome or caravan mattress. They're a good addition. They're going to give you several inches of really nice memory foam. So these are their toppers, and again, different lengths and different widths. So these are something that can soften up your caravan or your motorhome bed. Now, mattresses. Years ago, when we got our first Adria Caravan, you may remember that we had a memory foam mattress in that, and I'll be honest, it was absolutely rubbish. I think it lasted us literally maybe about 3 weeks before Jules had actually started to sink into his memory foam, and it didn't recover. He got into bed and it was absolutely pancaked. Now, some of you that are a little bit heavier may be nodding at this point and thinking, oh yeah, my bed's done that. So what Duvalay do have are actual mattresses. So we can see here the depth on these and the feel of the foam. They have different ones. As I said before, I mentioned Swift. So Duvalay supply Swift. All their caravans and motorhomes now have the Duvalays. This is a complete memory foam mattress. So this one is just memory foam. It's lightweight, so you can swap this in and out of your caravan or motorhome. They have singles, they have doubles, and they are custom fit as well. So you give them your measurements, they will make that mattress for you. Because they're lightweight, you can swap these in and out, and you don't have to worry about your payload. Now, Duvalay also do other mattresses. You can see here they're displayed with headboards, because you can actually have these in your own home. They're not specifically just for the leisure industry, so you can have them in your own home. They've got a number of other mattresses. Now, Jules and I, when we swapped, we did get a mattress with springs in it, because we were a bit concerned that just memory foam might not be sufficient for Jules long term. So we actually got a mattress with springs. I will put a link to that video from some time ago. I think it was 2018. In the description, so you can look back and see that video and how we went through that process. But they do have a number of mattresses, as you can see here. I mean, these ones have got springs with memory foam and all sorts going on. What you need to do if you're looking at a more heavy duty mattress like this though, is think about payload, because these are going to be quite heavy. So you need to know how much the mattress you're taking out weighs and how much something like this is going to weigh that you're putting in. But yeah, you can see as well in the showroom, if you wanted to come down, this is full of memory foam there. So, oh, I could have I'm just going to lift that up. Wow, yeah, so that is pretty light compared to a standard mattress, and I'd imagine you'd get quite a nice sleep on there. Right, let's just wander back up there. So, yeah, in the Duvalay showroom, if you're wanting to come and look at the products they've got, you can see them all on display here. And along this board, if you just come to look here, what you're also going to find when you're in the showroom is the various shapes. And it does say, if you don't see your shape, you know, let us know, we'll make it for you. But you've got your standard island beds, you've got your cutaway. Normally these would be fixed side beds, French beds, however you wish to call them. Different layouts here that we can see. So whatever size bed you have in your leisure vehicle, you can have a mattress made for it. Yeah, so toppers, mattresses, and the Duvalays. What Jules and I are going to do next is we are going to head off on our travels on Monday, which is a couple of days from now. We're going to be fitting the Duvalays into our motorhome, and then off we go. So you will next see me clambering into the Sportivo, putting these in, so you can just see how you unpackage them, lay them out, and how the system works, and how they look in our motorhome. Thanks to Duvalay, who obviously have let us call into the showroom to collect our Duvalays and come and do a little bit of filming, just to explain to you what a Duvalay actually is. Right, in that case, I'll see you in the motorhome. And here we are in the motorhome. Right, I've got Jules's out, so here's mine. I'm going to get mine out next. Now, these are our longitudinal or single beds, depends what you choose to call them. I've still left my sheet on my bed, as you can see, and I'm back on site with the Duvalay. So, when you want to get them out, now if you've got a camper van or you haven't got a fixed bed, then you'll be getting your Duvalay out each time you get up in the morning, roll it up and put it away. And that's why it's important to choose the right size, because if you are having to put them away each night, you need to think about where you're going to store your Duvalay. Obviously that isn't a problem for us because ours are out all the time. When you get it, it will come wrapped like this, and you can see these straps on here. So you can wrap it back up and put it away. Depending on whether you go for the comfort or the compact, will depend how fat your roll is, basically. I've got a little chubby roll here, look. So when you want to get it out, you're just going to unbuckle these and then you're going to roll it out. So if I slide that off and slide this off. Now, I believe somewhere, might be in my bag, somewhere I've got a pillowcase as well for this. So I will, I'll find that and I'll be able to put that on my Duvalay pillow. Right. Now, what I'll do is I'll roll this out. Now, when I was at Duvalay, I mentioned about reversing them, sort of left and right-handed. So my bed is on the off side of the motorhome, Jules is on the near side. Mine is made ready for the off side. Now, on this side of the Duvalay, there's some zips. When you want to take your memory foam out or your duvet, you just simply unzip them. If I open this now, we can see my memory foam is in here. So that's where that is concealed. And equally, the other zip takes me to the duvet itself. Now, if you, like Jules, need it reversed, you simply turn it inside out. You pull your foam that way and flip it over. Now, measurement size, our beds are 196 centimetres long and 78 centimetres wide, and we've got the 77 centimetre width duvet. So that's just shows you exactly how it fits. They are 6'3" long. The foam part is going to go all the way up to your headboard like this, obviously depending on how long your bed is. So it's from the bottom all the way to the top. And then your duvet itself will go like this. When you get into your bed, obviously you can see you fold it back. You can see down here, it's a proper little sleeping bag. You get in it and then you can either keep it doubled over you or you just drop it down like that, and it's going to cover you quite nicely all the way down this side, so your legs and your feet aren't cold at any point. If you are using them on an island bed or a double bed, you literally put your two duvalays together and then each duvet just overlaps over the other one. So that is as complicated as it gets. So during the day, you can just fold it back if you like it nice and neat, or you can obviously leave it hanging down, totally up to you. Jules here, he's got his pillow up there and the nice scatter cushions. But that's about as complicated as a duvet gets. So yeah, you just bob it into your bed and you're ready to go. Yeah, there we go. Looking forward to my my first night in it. So as I say, there's compact, comfort and Freshtec, different thicknesses in the foam, different togs on the actual duvet itself, and I have got a matching pillowcase which I'm going to put on my duvet pillow for tonight. So I'll get that jacked up and that'll go up this top end. Yeah, there we go. I'll put some links as always down here, and then you can check out the Duvalay range. These are the actual Duvalays. Then there's the toppers and there's also those mattresses. Yeah, and then like I say, if you've got a camper van or a non-fixed bed, you just literally roll them up, put your straps back on, and then put them, whether you've got storage underneath or a cupboard, wherever you want to put them. And that's how they work. They're a good little system. Look at it, I'm stroking it already. I'll stop doing that. There we go, everybody. Right, links will be down there. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.